This is Tony Gemignani. I'm going to show you how to push out a pizza. We have a 25-ounce dough ball here, and I have two types of flours here. One that has a little bit of semolina in it, and it's mixed with a high gluten, high protein flour. And then this is 100% high protein, high gluten flour. I'm going to go ahead and use and dust my dough with the semolina and flour mix. The reason why we add semolina is to take out some of the moisture and to add some of the crunchiness into your pizza. Some New Yorkers make a pretty thin pizza, and you need that extra semolina to really take the moisture out. We have the dough in front of us. I'm going to go ahead and push down this dough. I'm going to flip it over, push out the dough again. Now I'm going to bead the outside and create my crust. Flip it over. Make my crust. Now I'm going to actually start turning it. So what I'm doing is I'm pushing it, turning it, turning it. That makes sense to you. I want to push it out. Work my way in the middle a little bit. Sometimes you have a double. Some people do. Some people like to hit the sides while they're doing it to make that really flat. Pick it up. Now you just kind of hand stretch it a bit. When you're hand stretching a pizza, you tend not to go in the middle like this. You tend to go around the edges. So it makes it so you don't have a weak middle, of course. You should always work over the table too, so this pizza's always falling under. A lot of guys actually sometimes will wait as they're pushing it, kind of pushes down the pizza, and they use this edge to stretch it out. So in slow motion as I'm pushing this, or like a close-up version of this, it'd be I'm stretching it like this, kind of pushing this dough out like this, and I'm then turning it. So pushing, turning it. Some guys go in the middle like this. I kind of work on the ends, work my way in the middle. It's a lot easier to slide this on a stainless or on marble. We're working on wood here, and it's a little tougher. So just to show you at a better angle, that's how you do that. That's how you push out a pizza. So I have my peel in front of me. I'm going to go ahead and dust that peel a bit. I have my crust. You can actually lay it over the top. Two things. Some people like to do this. Some people actually like to do this. I prefer flipping it. And I think that's a more common way of throwing your pizza onto the peel. You want to make sure you got a few tugs. A few other things too is in the summer, the kitchen gets hot. You know, these tend to stick. A lot of guys, after they get their ingredients on it, will blow underneath their pizza. You see that a lot in New York, just in case, and they'll kind of shake it off and they'll just slide it right into their ovens. So that's how you get your pizza on your peel and into the oven. So rolling out your dough. There's a wrong way and a right way of rolling out your dough. We already dusted these with some flour. If you're going for a thick crust, let me show you. You go back and forth like this. Flip it over, back and forth, flip it over. Get some bubbles, go ahead and pop them. So what I'm doing is, for a thick crust, I'm pushing all this air, that CO2 that rose in your pizza as it rose overnight. You know, I'm pushing all this air to the end, but I'm not pinching it. Let me tell you what pinching. Pinching it would be like this. If I did that, I'm going to have a very thin crust pizza. But by not going over the ends, I'm actually pushing that air, not pinching it out. I'm going to have a thick crust pizza. Even if I flip it over, I go back and forth, leaving about a 1-inch border, I'm never going to knock out all the air. So you're going to get a thick crust pizza out of here because you still have some air in here and you pushed out some of the air in the middle. This pizza will rise really well. This one that you actually went over the end would be more of a thin crust. You're knocking all that air out, making it very thin. It's called pie, but it's not necessarily that we're making pie. So this would be a thin, this would still be thick. Might not look like it right here, but when you get out of the oven, this will have about a ½ inch rise. This will have hardly any rise. And that's how we roll out dough.